Live to one of our headline stories. Praying at the Achimota forest will be restricted when the new Eco Park project is completed. Now, there are about 50 prayer camps attracting 1,000 people in the forest every day. A religious enclave to be opened to all religious bodies will be constructed as part of the project.
The Achimota forest will in April begin to see a major construction, turning the place into an eco park. The Forest Commission is capitalizing on the project to transform Achimota forest into a #1 ecotourism destination in the sub-region. The development will cover 30% of the park. The remaining 70% will be left in its green state.
We have the entrance gate, the theater for cultural displays and so on. And then children's playground. Here see the written water sports and other types of activities here. And then the local restaurants to serve those who come in. And then over here we have the safari.
The Accra Zoo in the forest will also be stocked up with other tropical wildlife that cannot be found in the zoo at the moment. The park is being developed using the Nairobi National Park model in Kenya. In this forest, there are prayer camps scattered all over. At least 1,000 people were told come here to pray every day. The 360-hectare forest, formerly used by the colonial masters to grow neem tree as fuel for the Achimota school, was converted into a forest but has since been battling with encroachment and an increasing rate of religious activities. They pay 50 pesos as entry fee at the gate and move into their various prayer camps.
Yes, originally the stations were about 10, but they've grown to over 50 because the prayer groups, when they come in, others would like to cut their way through and make smaller sub-stations for consultations and so on.
Meditation is allowed in eco parks the world over, but that of the Achimota forest is a source of worry to the Forestry Commission. The people who use the forest as prayer camps dump refuse indiscriminately and do not live up to expectation. So will the prayer camps be shut down?
We are going to create a space for which will be known as spiritual enclave. We are doing that because we are mindful of the fact that in a setup like that, we should be controlling noise pollution. Again, people's privacy will need to be respected. Other users will have to be accommodated, and for that matter, the singing, the dancing, and then the noise will have to be controlled.
So this is one of the places used by the Christians to pray. It is one of the hundreds of spots like this in the parks that they come to fast and pray and seek God's face for answers. Now we are told that the number of people who uses this place as prayer camp are more than the number of people who visit the Accra Zoo. For instance, in March 2013, that's exactly on the 6th of March, 2,400 people came here to pray, as against 300 that went to visit the zoo. The daily use of the place has killed the arid thicket as a result of the number of people walking in and out of the same grass plants. Expecting 200,000 visitors annually when the project is completed, the Forestry Commission finds the current state too noisy and inconvenient to potential tourists. But they are yet to engage the users on the new project.
We have plans to engage all the users, all stakeholders within the place. But I will confess that as at now, we've not sat down one-on-one with the church leaders.
What if they resist?
Any resistance that will come, if it is not constructive, then I think that we might be forced to use the laws of the country to ensure that we achieve the common goal that has been agreed by all.
It might be in the interest of the prayer camps to start looking for a new location. Nakwa Kwabla, TV3.